In the heart of Ghana's bustling port city of Tema, a powerful wave of transformation is quietly taking shape, one that could redefine the country's maritime destiny and ignite an industrial renaissance unlike anything witnessed in recent decades. It all began with a bold, yet confident declaration by Peter Mensah, Deputy CEO of the Tema Dry Dock and Shipyard, commonly known as PSC Tema Shipyard. With the steely conviction of a man whose words are backed by action, Mensah stood before a gathering of stakeholders and media personnel and made a statement that could one day mark a historic turning point for Ghana. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. Full-scale shipbuilding and metal fabrication will begin at the PSC Tema Shipyard before the end of President John Dramani Mahama's current 4-year term. This announcement didn't just spark interest, it sent a ripple of excitement across Ghana's industrial and maritime sectors. For years, the nation's shipbuilding aspirations had remained largely dormant, held back by aging infrastructure, a lack of technical expertise, and heavy reliance on foreign shipyards. But according to Peter Mensah, that era is drawing to a close. He assured Ghanaians and the international business community that this vision is not a political gimmick or wishful thinking. It's real, it's happening, and it's already in motion. Mensah attributes the imminent rebirth of the shipyard to a blend of strategic investments, renewed government interest in industrialization, and a deliberate push to modernize key facilities. Over the past several months, the shipyard has quietly undergone a transformation. Key sections of the yard have been rehabilitated. Outdated machinery is being replaced with cutting-edge equipment. Skilled training programs have been rolled out, giving young Ghanaian technicians and engineers the kind of hands-on experience that turns theory into practice. Every action, every upgrade, every decision is part of a calculated plan to ensure that Ghana no longer remains a passive player in global maritime affairs. Mensah's words were not just a promise of productivity, they were a cry for independence. He said, "Ghana must no longer import everything." And he meant it. From fishing boats to industrial barges, Ghana is gearing up to build, maintain, and launch its own fleet of vessels, all from the PSC Tema Shipyard. It's a dream that once seemed out of reach, but is now sailing toward reality with renewed vigor and national pride. The shipyard, once seen as a relic of the past, is fast becoming the centerpiece of a new industrial strategy. Its location in Tema, Ghana's busiest port, offers a geographical advantage, but it's the people and policies driving the change that hold the real power. With support from government ministries, labor unions, and private investors, this initiative is more than just a development project. It's a symbol of self-reliance, a declaration that Ghana is ready to rise, not just as a consumer, but as a creator of complex maritime infrastructure. This momentum fits seamlessly into President Mahama's broader vision of transforming Ghana's economy through industrialization. The goal is clear: reduce dependency on imports, create sustainable jobs, and position Ghana as a regional manufacturing hub. The PSC Tema Shipyard project is a perfect reflection of this mission. But behind every great ambition lies a set of challenges that must be conquered. Industry experts have been quick to point out that success will not come easy. The road to building ships and fabricating heavy equipment is paved with logistical hurdles, supply chain complexities, and the constant need for high-level technical expertise. But this is precisely why the current groundwork is so critical. The training of local engineers, the strategic acquisition of modern tools, and the planned partnerships with international firms are all essential building blocks to ensure that Ghana doesn't just dream of ships, it builds them. And these are not empty gestures. They are calculated, focused steps towards something bigger. Already, discussions are underway with global shipbuilding firms that can bring the necessary technical know-how and help transfer skills to the local workforce. Such partnerships are not only about machinery or designs, they're about empowering Ghanaian talent, nurturing a generation of engineers and craftsmen who can carry the industry forward long after the initial contracts have expired. Perhaps the most exciting part of all this is what it means for the average Ghanaian. The ripple effects of a functioning full-scale shipyard are enormous. Thousands of direct and indirect jobs could be created. from welders and marine engineers to transport workers and clerical staff. Local businesses supplying steel, paint, electronics, and countless other inputs will find new markets and opportunities. Educational institutions could develop maritime programs to meet the rising demand for trained professionals. Communities around Tema will see new life, not just from economic activity, but from the pride that comes with knowing Ghana is finally building ships of its own. For too long, Ghana has watched as other countries, sometimes with fewer resources, advanced in industrial shipbuilding. But that tide is changing. The PSC Tema Shipyard is being positioned not just as a local facility, but as a regional powerhouse, one that could serve not only Ghana's needs, but those of its neighbors along the West African coast. Imagine a future where ships flying Ghana's flag are exported to other African nations. Imagine Ghana becoming a service hub for offshore oil rigs and international shipping lines. It's an ambitious vision, yes, but one rooted in strategic intent and increasing technical capacity. For now, much of this future depends on the ability of stakeholders to stay the course. The enthusiasm is there, the support is strong, but execution is everything. The coming months and years will be crucial. Delays must be avoided. Corruption must be kept at bay. Partnerships must be managed transparently, and public trust must be maintained through consistent progress reporting. Still, even the skeptics are starting to take notice, because what's happening at PSC Tema Shipyard isn't just a government initiative, it's becoming a national movement. One that brings together public institutions, private investors, skilled labor, and international allies under a single shared vision. And the energy around this movement is contagious. You can feel it in the speeches, in the planning documents, in the buzz around the facility itself. It's the energy of possibility. And as Ghanaians look to the horizon, literally and figuratively, they're beginning to see something more than cargo ships entering and exiting the port of Tema. They're seeing the outlines of a new era, shaped by welded steel and national pride. They're hearing the sounds of machinery, not just maintaining old ships, but crafting new ones. And they're beginning to believe that, yes, Ghana can do this. Ghana will do this. Peter Mensa's announcement was more than a policy update. It was a call to action, a call to young Ghanaians studying engineering, a call to investors seeking meaningful, impactful ventures, a call to communities looking for jobs and purpose. And perhaps, most importantly, a call to a nation that's long been told it had potential, but is now ready to prove it. As the days count down to the end of President Mahama's term, all eyes will be on the shipyard. Will the cranes move? Will the welders spark? Will the first hulls be laid and shaped under Ghanaian hands? If the current trajectory holds, the answer could very well be yes. And when that first Ghana-built vessel sails proudly from the docks of Tema, it won't just be a triumph for the shipyard, it will be a symbol. A symbol that Ghana is no longer waiting for development to be delivered. It's building it, one ship at a time. So as the sun sets over the Gulf of Guinea and the city of Tema hums with renewed energy, a quiet revolution is underway. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's powerful. And if it succeeds, it won't just change the shipyard, it will change Ghana. And that right there is the story of PSC Tema Shipyard's rise, the story of a nation reclaiming its place in the maritime world with vision, with courage, and with unstoppable determination.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.